Well, it's a bit early in the morning, but here's the Crown Vic right now. I got some 01s on the doors. I believe that's a new antenna from the last video. I don't remember though. Yeah, I got 01s on the doors. Had to take the trim pieces off, and you might notice like a little line through here. Well, that's because I kind of burned through the paint a little bit too much when I was taking the trim pieces off. But it doesn't look too bad. It just looks like the sun bouncing off of there. That's okay. But look, I got it on the passenger side. The trunk is messed up. It needs new bolts in it. The trunk does. But paint looks a little bit darker than it is. You see, I make like a Z. You see that where I just like did that? It's a lot. Kind of looks blue. Kind of bluish tint to this paint when it's nice and dry. I like that, honestly. Now, we're going here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna pop the hood. I'm gonna show you what I figured out. Alright, so if you've watched some of the other videos on my channel, you might know that possibly the air conditioning doesn't work. Well, I figured out why. So we're gonna look down in there. See that little white connector right there where my finger's pointing? Well, that's supposed to plug into the AC compressor, which is a lot further down in there. But it basically, it plugs in right there where I'm touching my finger. I don't know how good you can see that. Basically, the AC compressor is about locked up. It's fine as long as I don't try to turn on the AC, but you try to turn on the AC and it has issues. Other than that, it's not too big of a deal, but just got to make sure to not try to turn on that air conditioning system. Hey, what else on me? Fine. Yeah, I think I'm gonna get an AC delete pulley, and I'm not sure. This belt doesn't look. Yeah, it does. Okay, so this belt, looking now, it didn't look this terrible a while ago, but looking now with the belt and the position it's in, it needs a new belt. So I want to take this car to Garrettsville, Ohio. They got track days that they have up there sometimes. I want to take this car to a track day, but I think before I do that, I'm gonna have that the AC coolant line, or not coolant, the AC refrigerant line. I'm gonna have that professionally drained by somebody that's got tools to do that. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put that AC delete pulley on, and then I'm gonna put a new belt on there. Just because if I drive this to the track, I want to make sure it gets home from the track too. You know, so I'm not gonna drive a car and then have the belt snap and not be able to get home. So I'm gonna wait until I got that sorted out before I do a track day. But I do want to take it up to Garrettsville, Ohio and do a track day. I think I'd be probably leaving this little piece at home, or at least taking it off before I go on the track. Close out their hood. And then the way the trunk is right now, trunk's a bit messy because I've just been kind of working on the car a lot. But I think if I do go to a track day, before I went out on the track, I'd be taking out all the stuff back here. That's actually an oil filter. It's a good one. I don't know why I have it sitting here, but I'd be taking out the fishing poles and the spare tire and jack and all that stuff, because that's just gonna weigh you down. I want to have real fun if I'm going to a track. But other than that, probably get the old girl cleaned up first too. I did actually go on eBay and I bought a full owner's manual kit. It's got just basically everything. It's got the owner's manual, fleet service manual, maintenance manual, tire manual, anything you want. And I also got this. I'm going to put this somewhere in the car. I'm not sure where yet. Maybe here, maybe somewhere up here. Maybe find a way to get it hooked up here. Maybe here. I don't know. It would work here. It's just I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really sure where I want to put this, but I do want it somewhere in the car because I think it'd be cool. Soon I got new tires on it recently. Soon I'm gonna get some pins. They're actually on their way. I'm gonna get some tire markers to make the brand new tires white letter. You see, I got this here. It's got a adhesive strip that goes to the center console, and then it's kind of wedged between the seat and the center console. I mainly have this because I wanted to plug in a phone charger. Now I can have the CB radio plugged in. It works just fine. Plugged into that well. When I do actually have that plugged in, since it's got a light, as you'll see. If you look in there closely, it's got a little light. So I tried to keep it unplugged. That way that light doesn't drain my battery. But other than that, luckily this car does have a battery saver feature. I'm not exactly sure how that works, but luckily it has that. So I think that kind of saved my battery from the one night that I did have this plugged in. Also, that light probably doesn't take a lot of power. It's just I wanted to reduce the risk of that, and I just unplug it now every night. But yeah, I wanted to have a place to plug in a few different things. So yeah, I can plug in 2 phone chargers and 2 little these 12 volt things. But yeah, when I open this, for some reason this right here doesn't work. This 12 volt socket here, that does not work at all. It might be burned out. There might be a problem with it. I don't know. If you look in there, that's what you see. It looks bad. So I just don't really mess with it anymore. I'm not gonna mess with it. It's not that big of a deal. But also, I don't use the ashtray. Wish I could have that little insert piece taken out. Actually, I can, I think. Oh. So I can take this out and wash it, which is what I probably will do. But something right there. Some kind of connector. It's sticky. Yeah, not dealing with that. But yeah, other than that, mainly the only real problem with this car is that AC compressor, which isn't that big of a deal. I can have that fixed in, I don't know, it'll probably take a while to get it fixed, but I can have it fixed. It's not that big of a deal. I did think for a while that my windshield wipers were messed up, but they're luckily not. The reason is I was looking at the fuses trying to get the AC fixed back up before I realized the compressor was screwed. I saw it was unplugged. I wanted to make sure all the fuses in it were good, see why it was unplugged. And then I put the fuse back wrong for the put the fuse back wrong for the windshield wipers, but they do work now. Don't want to burn out the wiper motor, so I always spray the spray, the wiper spray, whatever you call that. I forget now, but nice and clear. Braid a little bit more. I got enough. And then it always goes one more time. I probably need new windshield wipers, in all honesty. That's probably something I should look into soon, getting new windshield wipers. But for now, it'll be okay. At least a new passenger side one, because it doesn't really do the same thing on the driver's side. It seems a lot better on the driver's side. So this passenger side one seems like total crap. So I'll probably need at least a new passenger side windshield wiper. But since I'm replacing one, I might as well just replace both. Get it over with for a while. But other than that, I don't really have anything else to show in this video. Showed my 01, showed my new phone charger thing, and I showed some things that are going to come soon. And I talked about the track day, going to track day like I want to. I think that's about all. So I don't have anything else to say. I can't think of anything else either that I need to. So I guess if something does come up, I'll just make another video. Not that big of a deal. But so whenever I do get my tire markers and get the white letters on, I'll be doing a video about that, just kind of show that a little bit. But yeah, other than that, that's about it. I'll just go do another little walk around and show my 01s, and then that's going to be the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and yeah.